Hey y'all, what's happening? It's your girl, it's your coach, Coach Ainsley here, coming at you live, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Now, I just posted up a little bit of transformations and of course my ebook that I'm still sort of spreading all over the internet in terms of, how to stay fit and lean and healthy throughout the holiday season, y'all. So a little bit on those transformation photos. Well, like I said, I love all my clients dearly. They are getting amazing results, and so I had to do sort of a swipe photo of them just before and after shots, because I have been extremely blessed and privileged and fortunate enough to work with such amazing clients who get amazing results, who actually show up and do the work. Because like I always say, I can go in 50%, but if they're not meeting me in the middle, and actually putting the reps in, doing their cardio, tracking their macros, being on point, working on their mindset, then my job as a coach is completely non-existent. So what I wanted to come on live real quick was just to talk about how, with the human psyche, how people remain in consistent sort of alignment and congruency with how you identify yourself. Now, I'm not just talking gender, but I'm saying, if somebody is overweight and then they lose weight, well, then all of a sudden, there will be a point where they'll put on that weight again, because it's how you remain in alignment with that psyche as to how you view yourself. Okay, if you view yourself as a lazy person, then you start to work on your mindset, or you start to kick it up, or start a fitness program of your own. You start to go, but then you kind of fall back into those lazy habits. And it's all about habits. It's all about habits. I mean, I know I've had my vices and I've talked openly about them. And of course, I struggle with my own pain, whatever I may be going through. This time specifically, because like I've said, holidays, you can be lonely, you can lead to depression, you can lead to this, that, and the other. However, it's important to understand, the root cause of the, whether you are overweight, whether you are obese, whether you are a stoner, whether you are a smoker, whether you are whatever, your habit or your vice is. It's how you remain in alignment with that, and how you identify yourself that sort of holds you back in that cycle. And hence why I just work so deeply with my clients in terms of mindset. Okay, I work so deeply with them in terms of their mindset, where it's about completely shifting their identity. And a lot of these calls, or a lot of these conversations that I have with my clients, can be very nerve-wracking and overwhelming to some, because we are completely shifting their identity. And that's why I ask, does your partner support you? Does your family support you? Does your family kind of judge you for maybe, not being as social as you were, or not, drinking with them, or, so it's how you remain in alignment with that, with that psyche. And that's the strongest, force in the human psyche, is how you remain in alignment with that, with what you identify as a lazy person, a stoner, somebody that falls through, somebody that commits, somebody that's always there, somebody that's flaky, somebody that's a smoker, somebody that's an alcoholic, somebody that's overweight. It's how you identify yourself, and that's the key. And that's why I do work on mindset so deeply with my clients, because we're not just, I'm not just giving fitness, macros, and, workouts, but I'm also getting in their psyche, getting in their mind, so that they can start to think like me, so that they can start to implement these morning routines, these rituals, these habits of how they view themselves, how they affirm to themselves what they are in the morning. And if they, and if there's a challenge there, if there's a poor habit, or a habit that leads to failure, then we, embrace that. We love that. We're gentle with that, but we break it down. We break that down within my team and my company, and we get them to identify as differently, as somebody who acts in alignment with their goals, who acts in alignment with being fit, being healthy, being on the ball, being a go-getter, being, whatever it is. And you realize you can't really do both. And I've been known to try to do everything, but you can't party and still get results. You can't, drink and still, you can, and that's why I also teach more of a lifestyle sort of macro approach, where a lot of the ladies, they can still drink their wine, and the gentlemen, they could still, have their beer with, without getting the beer gut, or without getting the beer belly, or without, yeah, it's how you identify yourself. And if you could just recognize these patterns and recognize these habits as to how you view yourself. Oh, well, so-and-so always told me this, or my parents always told me this, or the teachers always told me this, or the teachers always told me I was less than, or my teacher told me I was dumb, or so somebody gave you that, and it's for you to really question your belief system. And that's what we break down, and that's what we pick apart in order to let that go, replace it with some healthier habits, some healthier thinking habits, so that we don't fall short and we don't continue to cycle these patterns that creates a person to, continue to binge eat, continue to become overweight, continue to, X, Y, and Z. So I'm just going to leave that with you today, talking about identity, talking about, how you identify yourself. And that is the strongest sort of force, and you could choose at any time to not turn it off. I don't think you could ever turn it off, because you're alive, and what an amazing thing, how we survive, how we numb, how we use these habits to numb, so that we can survive in this world, and so that we can survive being human. But it's just to be aware of it, to embrace the concern, to love it, to then start to replace it with new habits. Affirmations, meditation, journaling, different rituals that I give my clients in order to be worthy of that, in alignment, in congruency, and in order to ask for what you want, ask for what you need, ask for help, ask the right questions, and start to dig into yourself. And I mean, it's so basic, but it's to know thyself, right? And that's the basic principle. It's to know yourself, what your vices are, what's going to make you spiral downwards, what's going to help you rise up. And I think number one is the community that I build with my team is that we have people, in the same sort of vision, in the same goals, in the same sort of landscape, and the same, we're all in the same sort of fitness world, or at least we're trying to live a fit and healthier, happier lifestyle. So it's that community, that team of people that can also, build you up and support you if you do have those people at home that maybe don't always support your vision, or don't, want you to be fit or healthy, or see you succeed, So, and it's up to you. It's up to you. Or do you want to be the person who, allows people to, be happy for your own sort of complacency, or your own, average sort of qualities? Or do you want to be the type of person that goes, no, I'm going to get ahead, I'm going to do this for myself? And like I've always said, you might be the leader in your family. So really quick, that's all I wanted to say, was that, the strongest force and will, that engine, the thing that drives you, is the thing that keeps you in, in full identity as to how you identify yourself. It's how you remain in complete alignment with how you've always identified yourself, always has been, always will be, always, and how you pick apart that, and how you actually change that. And that's why my journey is such a transformation journey for myself, what I've shared with you, what I've been through, and also for my clients. And that's why they do go on such incredible transformational journeys, is because we're not just picking apart the body, getting fit, getting lean, getting healthy, building muscle mass. But it's also a lot in the mindset that we work, which is to say, it's how do we change up those habits, those beliefs, those patterns, to then align them with something that is more preferred for them, a healthier body, a healthier state of mind, a healthier attitude and outlook on life. Okay, so that's just a little bit what I have to say. My clients are doing incredible. We are in week 2 of the 30-day Slay Challenge, to slay the holidays, continue to be glowing, radiant, even in this cold weather where it feels like you're in, the North Pole or a snow globe. You're walking around, it's freezing cold, but it's how to find that light, how to find that power throughout the holiday season, so we can leave 2020 behind and come forward into optimal and peak health. Okay, and they're doing fabulous. I'm so pleased with their work. Thank you to my team. I'm loving your work. I'm going to go and check in with my clients, get them to check in with their body. The stats are coming in, their weight, their measurements, their photos, and I know I'm every week I'm floored and I'm thrilled with the progress. Not only what they're seeing, you know, on the scale and in the mirror, but also, you know, what's coming from the heart, what's coming up for them, and them saying, you know, Ainsley, you know, I appreciate you. You've changed my life. You've bettered my relationship. Me and my partner, we are, you know, one of my clients, Angie, she said, me and my partner, we are on such good terms, and we were kind of off, and now we're on, and now, you know, he's even learning from some of the mindset rituals that I've been giving her and urging her and alluding to, that she, you know, that if she wanted to reach these goals, it's to level up this mindset. So I'm super pleased. I'm going to go and continue working for my clients. I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday, and we will chat to you later, y'all. Bye.